Okay, my friends, this is Ping again, talking from my kitchen in St. Paul, Minnesota. I would like to talk about how to take care of ourselves using what we have at home to combat and go through this crisis. There are a lot of medicines at our fingertips in our kitchen and also of course in our yard. And so I will start with ginger. And ginger is the treasure, and you can use it to enhance our cooking and enhance our blood circulation and also protect our digestive system. So usually if you want to just every day for every dish you saute, just chop it up, fry slightly, and just eat it with the rest of the vegetable. The nature of ginger is aroma. It's aroma and also pungent, and it's also warms. It literally warms our stomach and also our internal organs. So eat lots of ginger, and if you are not sick, just eat it for prevention and to keep healthy. And if you are having sore throat and cough and whatever malus you're experiencing, the recipe for ginger is to have maybe just chop up the whole ginger very fine, and then slice up the lemon. Lemon is also a treasure, and then boil it for like 5 to 8 minutes and make soup. Okay, just for this, like you should use 2 or 3 lemon and with this size of ginger, and make a big pot of tea like this size. Okay, and put 2 or 3 spoonfuls of raw honey. After, don't boil it because it's raw. The honey is raw and it's full of potent biotics, which is very good for our body. So then you just drink it every day from morning till night. Don't just gulp it down, just sip at the leisure time. Okay, and so the rest. This is my home pharmacy. It's all herbs and some vitamins. The reason I have this is because I have studied Chinese medicine for 9 years. And the reason I started doing Chinese medicine is because when I was teaching, I taught poetry in college, poetry, creative writing, for 21 years, and you can hear from my accent that I am not a native speaker. To be a professor in English specializing in poetry, probably not an easy thing. Actually, I was the only professor teaching full-time at the rank of English professor, teaching poetry writing in a foreign tongue, a second language in the nation. So I was always stressed out, and I was always in pain, and I was ill all the time, and I was taking acupuncture all the time. And so finally my Chinese doctor fed up with me, and he dragged me to his acupuncture technique class, which is the highest level for the 4-year program at the Academy of Chinese Medicine in Roseville, Minnesota. So I went there and I got hooked. I suddenly realized Chinese medicine is not about just lab tests or chemical analysis. Chinese medicine fundamentally is a way of living, how we live how we become aware of who we are and our body and mind, and then how we move and live with the season, right? And we are a part of nature. So I started taking classes and registered as a registered student, and 9 years finally paid off, and now I'm very healthy, knock on the wood, and I no longer needed to go to my acupuncture clinic all the time. Actually, I haven't visited my clinic, my doctor, for 3 years, and so I fired them, but I'm sure my teachers, my doctors are extremely happy for me. So let's come back to my pharmacy, herbal pharmacy, for how to live through this shelter in place and the corona crisis. Just to claim, this is just my personal knowledge and my own experience, and so I'm not responsible. I'm not claiming I'm a doctor, and I'm not claiming this will guarantee to help you, okay? So, right, the first medicine, if you for prevention and also for healing, is banangan. And the banangan is a root, is made of the root, which is everywhere. I don't have the actual plant right now, but this tea is delicious, and you can get it from any Asian market, and it's probably a little bit difficult to get now. So, but if you try, I'm sure you can still have it. I have a whole drawer of medicine of this herb, because when I was teaching during the winter season, I always bring packages to my students who always get sick. By the way, I never took a sick leave during my 21 years teaching because of the banangan. Coming back to it, so if you feel sick, you can just do like, if you don't feel sick, you can just drink ginger and lemon tea, and if you feel sick, you can throw 1 package of banangan into your ginger tea and drink it hot as you can tolerate, and then just rest, and often you will sweat slightly, and that's a great sign. That means your body is moving, and the internal system is moving and getting rid of the toxin in the body. And if the other medicine, you have to be a little bit careful. Banangan is pretty safe, right? The other ones, I'd like to introduce one by one. So this is a 感冒清热丸, and also equivalent to, actually I should take out the other one. The other one is 强力金银花. Oh, here it is. It is 强力银翘解毒散. These two is when you have a sore throat. This is for the heat, cold or heat flu. When you have sore throat and you feel thirsty, and also you have constipation, and this means your body has accumulated a lot of heat and toxin, and so take these will really help together with banangan. Okay, and those are tea pills. They are tiny little pills, and take it 3 times a day, and 4 to 8 tiny pills. And if you have if you have if you feel cold, right, and you can't sweat, and don't take that 强力银翘解毒丸 because it will make you feel worse. So the way to do it, I don't have this medicine, is 麻黄. And so what you can do is make banangan and ginger tea. Ginger, just like double your ginger amount for your tea, and just a sauna. I used to use hot yoga to heal myself, since we can no longer do hot yoga. So I'll do a hot bath, okay, and with Epsom salt, and will help. And then if you have stomach, if you feel nauseous and stomach ache and diarrhea, and also you have the cold syndrome, then we call it damp cold, right? And I know the corona, some of the corona symptoms also have diarrhea, digestive system. So this is called 藿香正气丸, and so this herb will help you greatly for your diarrhea, for the nauseous, vomiting, and also help you with the cold. So just make sure like you take the right medicine. And this is 玉屏分散, jade screen in English. And 玉屏分散 is for the beginning of the symptoms, but also it's great for prevention. It the herbs inside will help to raise our immune system. Okay, and then this one is it's called 顺气化痰止咳丸, and this I used to get a lot of respiratory, upper respiratory, cold, flus, and allergy. It's horrible, and it's really hard to deal with it. And when it got really bad, and sometimes my phlegm would become yellow, and I would have hacking cough, right? And this medicine for lungs helps quite a bit. But for the corona, this is quite different. And so I don't have this medicine right now at my disposal to show you. If you're interested, you can shoot me an email or from Facebook Messenger. I will tell you where to go and specifically what medicine you can use. And this is called 二陈丸. 二陈丸 is for a lot of phlegm. And my son came home from his campus and coughing and phlegm. And I know he doesn't have corona, but any stress on the nose and throat during this crisis is not good. So we need to clear all the phlegm, clear all the allergy, and just keep our nose and throat, as our front gate to, as our guards. So I gave him 3 doses of 二陈丸, and this is super good for clear phlegm, okay, nose or from the throat, the phlegm. So, and the other thing is, to keep my immune system well all the time, I have very poor digestive system since I was a child, because I think a lot and I feel a lot. And in Chinese medicine, we say this is spleen qi deficiency, right? So anybody, if you're a scholar, if you're a poet, a writer, if you worry about, you often have spleen qi deficiency, that will affect your digestive system, and it will lower your immune system too. So this Indian herb formula is a lifesaver, Trafala Gold. And it really helped me quite a bit. And then I also take probiotics, and also I take vitamin D3, especially in the winter when it's really difficult to go out to get the sunlight. Minnesota has at least 5 months of winter. So, but now, thank God, the spring is coming. So I advise everyone to get sunlight at least for 15 minutes. And if you're home, open the window. Especially make sure your back, that is the young side of our body, and just open your back to the sunlight, okay? And of course the chest, right? And the face. And our skin is the largest organ to taking the sunlight and turn it into the best vitamin D for us, which is also the essential part for the immune system. And then at night, because of our, I believe because of our sedate lifestyle and also our food system, we are often deficient of magnesium and zinc. So at night I take 1 magnesium zinc. So it's getting a little bit too long, this video, but because I try to introduce the most essential herbs and vitamins that keep me healthy and energetic for the past 21 years without a single day of sick absence. And also I have been there feeling sick all the time and in pain all the time. But with this knowledge and with this herb and vitamins, I have been given a second or third or fourth or fifth new life. And I'm very, very grateful. And I would like to share my knowledge with the world. Thank you so much for listening. Next episode, I would do kombucha and fermented food.